The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, Lance. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Can you do any more work and make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Taken in at the 22. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 11. He's going to hit his man. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Back to 60, back to 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cut 19, cut 19. Warrior 17. Hurry.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Line of scrimmage. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 4. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. Not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now second and 7 from the 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second and 7, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side complete to Scott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now Lance. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Falcons now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the time. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this in for the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say in this one. He's their main guy.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they send the slot in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance being chased out left. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and trying to put it from the field.
It's really difficult to do, trying to get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lance now to throw. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices,
We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Drop 60, drop 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Plenty of scoring here of late when the lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave him a touchdown there, so they knew they were time getting short. They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
Two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Second and 2. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Niners are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Striker, 3, 52.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Lands with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.